you today? It is Wednesday, the 26th of November, and I'm not really ready, so you have a couple of minutes until we get started with painting. I'm just pulling you up on my computer to see who is here with us. Good morning, good morning. It's a really rainy day today. I finished another holiday card. This family, they had ordered cards every year, I think, for also the past 10 years. So theirs was finished yesterday. They wanted to highlight something that they had done this year together. So that was that. Good morning, Sarah. Hi, C. Good morning, Meryl. Hello, Sarah. C says hello, Sarah. Good morning, Louise. How is everybody? Today is, I believe it is vegetable for gouache vemba. That's what I put anyway, so I'm hoping it's that. So we have a beautiful basket of tomatoes. And I was going to do this one, but I think I'm going to save this one for harvest because tomatoes are a fruit. So I can't do that, can I? So I'm going to do this one, which is from Susan. And then I'm going to pair it with, I'm just going to screenshot this so that I have it in my most recent photos. Let's do that. And then I'm going to go back to my, because I have this image, which is going to go with harvest, and I've missed harvest. But I'm not going to do that one today, but I will probably video it sometime, at some time. But I thought this one would be really fantastic with my beans, which Susan has posted. So I'm going to pair this one with this one. And I'm going to take the live off because if not, it's going to do weird things for me. So I have this one from Susan, which is for gouache vember, and this one from Italy. Yeah, I think I'm going to do those two. Good morning, Nanette. Yeah, I love that picture of the tomatoes, but unfortunately, the tomatoes have told me that they are fruit and not vegetables. So I'm going to save that one, and I'm going to do that one for harvest. And that says, good match. I love windows. Me too. There was lots of little, you'll see when you come to Italy, there's lots of little windows. And I haven't cleaned my palette, so I'll probably use that as well. Oh, actually, oh no, I didn't bring it down. I just got some new palette paper. I could have gone over that. That's okay. All right. Should we get started? How are you guys? What are you up to? Oh, I could do it on Harvest Day. Do I have any others that will... Let's have a look. Or I may have to do something. Hang on. I'm going to do it on the last page, but I have to do something before I do that. Give me 1 second. I do have a couple of spots left for Christmas cards. If anybody wants or is looking for a Christmas design, I'm still accepting commissions for that. Sorry, I just gotta write something down. And then I have to do this because I didn't realize I have something which has to be covered up. And I will use my last one. Vegetables. What is everybody painting today? Or have you already painted? See, you've probably done both of them already, haven't you? Sorry. There was just something in the back of my book that had to be covered up. Okay, let's get started. We have beans and we have, and I'm not sure how this paper will be at the back, but we'll figure it out. I'm using gouache, I'm using schminke, and there's a little bit of Holbein here. And I could just give me some more white. I need some more white. I think that's what I'm going to ask for from my family. Just art materials for Christmas. I need to replenish my gouache. Let's get those green beans on first. See if I can make that nice green color. Today's kind of a big day as well, because if you probably got an email if you're part of my BSA club over on Substack, you will have gotten an email this morning reminding you that today is the beginning of our planning day for the Hobonichi Club with Louise. And if you didn't get it, check your email, because that should have just gone out. Louise and I have decided that we are going to stay we're going to stay connected all year and hold each other accountable. Although I think it's more me needing to be held accountable, because Louise has been planning in her planners for the past, oh goodness, years, 7 years, did you say? Or more. And I need to start a practice where I am holding myself accountable, not just for like the whole planning thing. I think will work if I have that help from a group. And as I said in my post, we were just chatting and I said, how about we start a club? But it doesn't have to be, even if it's just you and I, Louise, and we meet once a month. But I think a lot of people are interested and excited about being held accountable, or just being able to check in once a month and see how everybody's doing. And, maybe you have some things that work and some things that don't work, and you can share them. So the club is called the Hobonichi Club. I've put it in the description here in this live post or this live video, but you can also reach it on Substack if you look up Hobonichi Club, or if you just go to Louise or my page on Substack, you'll link through there as well. And it'll just be like, it'll be a very relaxed meeting. It'll be Louise and I showing, I won't have much to say, but I'll show you what I've got for this for this year coming, for 2026, and Louise will show hers, and we'll talk a little bit about, you know, every month we'll help you guys out by putting out some prompts and what we're doing. So there'll be like a post or a couple of posts or people to check out on social, who are either planners or visual journalists, or, you know, we all know people who do that. Samantha Dion Baker does it every day. I think it's just nice to be, just to have that awareness of what's going on, and the planning will help me because I'm not very good. I prioritize like work when it comes up, and then I forget about other things, so I need to be more structured, and I think this will help me. Even with my home and keeping on track with like cleaning and stuff like that, I get behind because I prioritize my work, and that's probably what I should do, but I don't also take time for my home. So I'm not saying that I live in a pigsty, but it's, you know, just good to have that. Louise says, I have piles of planners everywhere. Lovely looking back through them. Oh, nice. Hi, Amy. Good morning, Leslie. Julia says, good evening. Just popping in before bed. It's been ages. It has been ages. ¿Cómo está, Julia? Okay, let's go back to here. There's a lovely dark area. I think I'm going to do the dots afterwards. I don't need to leave those spaces. And then there is a dark area here, and I can do that too. So I'm going to mix up. This is what we got a little bit stuck on yesterday. So let's, my brush is clean, so I need to get a really dark purple. Just needs to be, have a great contrast. Okay. Let's go with this one first. Ooh, that's, I can't wait to hear, Nanette. Are you going to be able to come, or are you catching the recording? I know that the time is not great for everybody, but there will be a recording of our session, so. And then I will be putting out a post. I thought I had totally done a post. I think it's just because we chat a lot together. And we do have a chat, like a thread, for December already. And that's been out for a little while. But I think everybody who doesn't know where that is, I need to put out a post about December's prompts as well. And I haven't done that. So that will be going out. That will be going out today at some point. Thank you for your patience if you're still waiting on that. I did post in stories, I believe, the prompt list, but that also disappears, so I need to put that on Instagram as a post. See, there's a lot like social. You could just have a planner just for socials if you know, if that's part of your life. And I know that a lot of people are trying to get off social media, but if that's where your business is, that's really hard to do. So your business, your group, your community. Okay, just putting these little specks of this blocking of shapes in here. I was really surprised. Leslie's here. She came to Italy with me. I was really surprised at how many succulents there were in window boxes in Italy. I thought it would be more plants, but there was so many succulents, weren't there? Leslie. Okay, I'm going to elongate this a little bit more. And even in that area or that region, you have a lot of cactuses, a lot of palm trees. It's incredible the difference between there and just, you know, you travel an hour and a half north of like within Italy, and the landscape changes so dramatically. I wonder if it's because they're by the coast. There's like there must be like a different climate, microclimate or something coming in from the water. Yeah, and there's probably enough humidity maybe in the air that they get their water. So oh, okay, Nanette says, I'll be at work, but I can participate a little. Oh, Nanette says she put the bigger cleaning chores that you do only once a year or a couple of months, for example, deep fridge clean, cleaning the baseboards, vacuuming, filters. Oh, okay. So she put those in to do them, or? Just trying to get all this color in for both the images. Now I could have done it the other way around, where I take where I did like a round dark circle and go over with the green, but I don't think I would have gotten the green to be as vibrant. Let's maybe just put my circle. I'm going to see if I have something which is circular and that round, or that large and circular. Oh, what do I have? Oh, I do have something. Let's move things around a little bit. Juggling. Okay. I guess I could have done this in pencil. It'll wash off. And it's just a bowl that I use down here anyway in the studio. Okay. So I've gone a little bit bigger. Is everybody ready for the holidays? I honestly can't believe that it's almost December. There are lots of things going on in December. I have a workshop which I have teamed up with a writer. Her name is Sarah Selecki. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but she has a writers group that she's trying to, or she wants to incorporate a little bit of art into a workshop. So we have a session together, which it is a workshop if you want to sign up for it. I haven't got all the details yet, but that's on the 17th of September. And I think it's $25 for a 2-hour or 2.5-hour session. And it's gonna be a lot of fun. So there's that coming up. I know that Dylan Sarah has a whole month of portrait workshops that you can purchase individually, or you can purchase the whole set. I know that Samantha Dion Baker, has a drawing challenge next week, starting Tuesday, I believe, the 2nd. I think it only runs for a week. Does it only run for a week? Nanette, you may know because you're a member of her. I'll try and include all these in my Birds in December posts, so you do know where things are. And then coming into January, I was going to do some workshops in December, but that is not happening. So other than that workshop on the 17th. And I think we'll be busy enough with our birds. And if you did submit your location for Birds in December and haven't added any reference photos, please try and do that this week. I think I've decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep combining the birds and Italy, because, and I have a new book. I actually did start it the other day. Sam had a session, Samantha Dion Baker, and I did a painting of Montalbano, just around the corner from the hotel. So I'm going to do a combination of bird and Italy still, because I want to still visit my Italy pictures in my camera roll. So I'll do the bird of the day, and then I'll do Italy on the other side. And this is the Stillman and Byrne, the Zeta series. I'm not sure how many pages I've got in here, but I will be working in that. Anybody else know of anything going on in December? I mean, December's a really busy month. You guys are going to be busy tomorrow. Like, a lot of you are in North America, like in the States, so you'll be celebrating your Thanksgiving tomorrow. Is everybody ready? Have you been making pies? What have you been up to? Oh, Nanette, going back to the chores, she put them in as a reminder to do them because there are things you might forget or put off. Then once she's done, she checked them off. Yeah, I like that. I do like that. Oh yes, Sam's workshop is 1 week. Okay, great. Very simple right now, this picture. You can see how I'm just pulling out the same colors in both images. Thank you everybody for all the images this month. They've really been great to work from. And we only have a couple more days. So I was thinking with our group, we could just have a catch up and a chat this weekend. The first is on Monday, so if anybody wants to do that, we can have a catch up and chat and just like a planning for December. I think that would be really handy and helpful. Or you can work and finish your gouache Vember. Then it says I'm making a karpatka. It's a Polish recipe, a cream cake. Have to get the ingredients after work. Ooh, a creme cake. Creme or cream? A creme? Is it like a cheesecake or is it like a Japanese cheesecake? Oh, ooh, when I went holiday shopping the other day, Christmas shopping, what's the name of the cheesecake? The little cheesecake, the Japanese cheesecake? Is it Uncle Sam's? It's not Uncle Sam's. There's a cream cake. There is a franchise company, which I don't think was franchise, but has become a franchise company. And here in Canada, I'm sure it's in the States too, but they just make the little Japanese cheesecakes. They're really fluffy. What are they called? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Is Melly here? Melly would know because she's in Toronto. Or Melissa? Is Melissa here? Anyway, they sell rusks now, which I got a little bag of rusks instead of getting a whole cheesecake, which are perfect for your coffee. Little rusks of the cheesecake. So they've obviously got leftover cheesecake and then they cut it all up into little pieces. No, it's not moon cakes. No, it's Uncle Someone's, and they're Japanese cheesecake. If anybody looks up Uncle, it's quite popular. Uncle Texu, I think similar. Yeah, I think so. Oh, and then that says it's like an eclair, soft dough top and bottom with the over the top delicious cream in the center. Oh, that does sound nice. I think, or maybe it is Uncle Texu. Do you have them in Ohio, Maria? Good morning, Maria. No, in New York City. Okay, so if it's not that actual name, it's something very similar. They're not very big stores, and you basically, there's like a little entrance. They have similar ones in London as well. And they have like all the ovens in the back and you can see them making them. Okay, do I need any of this? Oh yes, I do need this gray. Across the top here. feel very slow today, but it's only 7:30. I guess I'm just taking my time. You can see with gouache, as long as you let it dry, you can go over it quite easily. Okay, this I left white. The other side I didn't leave white, which is why I had to go over that side. You can see how much brighter it is if you put the color on that you need, instead of like blocking it in completely in a dark color and then putting light on. It's better to just block in with your lights and your darks. Maria, have you been baking? I know that you said in your newsletter, in your Substack newsletter, which I absolutely love, if you guys don't follow Maria on Substack, you need to go and follow her on Substack. She writes beautifully and always has a lot of things for us to check out and to think about. She wrote about what she makes for Thanksgiving in memory of her mom. I love that. Annette says, speaking of birds, I just learnt that turkeys are only native to North America, Canada, US, and Mexico. Interesting. All turkeys or just wild turkeys? C says, of course, following Maria. Yeah, everybody should follow Maria on Substack. If you're here and you don't follow Maria on Substack, go and find her. Okay, I always get confused. Is it the opinionologist or the ophthalmologist? Not the ophthalmologist. It's the opinionologist on Substack. But yeah, go and follow Maria on Substack. I think most of you guys do, but if you don't, do. Opinionologist, thank you, Reb. Reb follows you, I know that. Well, and there's a whole bunch of people here who have things that you should definitely go follow. Samantha Dion Baker prompted me to do a Christmas list, but really I just want to celebrate everybody who's in our group and what they do. So Nanette says, oh, they didn't specify. They did say the turkey had been introduced to other countries since. Okay, so maybe it's the domesticated one, which really it shouldn't be domestic. It's not domestic, the farm turkey, because we have a lot of wild turkeys as well. They look very different, very different. They are definitely not as plump as your turkey. Your turkeys that are, sold in the supermarkets. Is that something that for Thanksgiving in the US, is turkey a big deal? What do you do for Christmas? Do you do turkey again? I mean, there's lots of people on here that are on Substack. I think Reb has a Substack. Louise has a Substack, and if you'll probably be able to link to her through my post that I just posted about our Hobonichi Club meet today at 10 a.m. Eastern. If you haven't signed up for that, sign up for it. It is free to join. We'd love to hear your ideas on keeping organized and planning if you're a planner. You don't have to have the Hobonichi books. You can have other planners as well, but we called it that because both Louise and I are Hobonichiing this year or next year. And Louise has done it for a while, so I'm so excited to hear what Louise has to say today. And share with us. She can share some of her journals from past years. Maria says, oh, Teresa says, good morning. Good morning, Teresa. Oh, C says, no, not Christmas turkey. Maria says, and empanadas too. Oh, yeah. Reb says, empanadas. And Mocha Tribe says, turkey and ham at Thanksgiving and Christmas in southern US. So hang on, what do you do for Christmas in northern US? Maria says, there was a lot of turkey served in Oaxaca. What was the name for turkey in Mexican? I can't remember. Okay, this is a little bit too red, so I'm going to go more blue in there. Pavel, that's it, Pavel. Did we have any, Maria? Where did we have it in Oaxaca? Was it on the menus a lot? Melissa, Polo Grande. Good morning, Melissa. How are you? Okay, Pavel. Yes, serve with chocolate mole. Oh, yes. That was delicious. Delicious, delicious. Okay, so see, at Christmas, what do you do? Do you do turkey as well? C didn't answer. She said no turkey for Christmas. Is Christmas more of a ham thing? I don't think it really has to be any of that. I like, well, for the past few years, because I haven't been in England for Christmas, because in England with a Scandinavian family, we usually do goose. Well, the Danish side. I don't think the Swedish side used to do that. The Swedish side usually do, well, they do this horrible fish dish, which is almost like fermented fish, and that's like a tradition. And then I believe they have ham. Okay, you just see, I think I can take some of this color in some of the circles here. I'm gonna do that. Well, no, I shouldn't do that now because I need to go much darker here. I'm gonna have to find out. Oh, beef is traditional Christmas here. Meryl says we also have tamales for Christmas. Oh, I love tamales. Teresa says lasagna. Lasagna for Christmas. Oh. Maria says, Reb, what's on the menu for Christmas? And Melissa says, I like a monthly roast turkey if I can find it. A monthly roast turkey. Oh. And Nanette says, some do lasagna for Christmas. Interesting. Let's see what Reb says. Oh, I have things falling down in my room, moving. They're moving without me moving them. Okay, I think this is slightly darker, which is good because I need it to be slightly darker. There's no there's a little bit of shadow over on this side of the underneath the calendar. Reb says lechon, black beans, white rice, maduros, and yuca. Lechon is little pig, right? Or big pig. Pork, I think, right? See, with gouache, you really do need to go over a couple of layers if you want that depth to it. I could probably go over another layer as well, but I don't have time. It's funny, sometimes the simplest of images take the longest of time. Reb. Maria says, Reb, I'm coming over. Those are all my favorites. Come on, there's plenty. Okay, you're going to have to travel, Maria, down to Texas. Okay, let's just add a little bit of this dark color to the table that this is on. Not everywhere, just on this side. Get a little bit darker. It's not a really strong shadow, but I can pretend that it's a little bit stronger and put a shadow. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, there is a little bit of a shadow underneath here as well. So I'm going to just mix that under here. And then put a little bit of shadow in here in the bricks. Hello, Kelly. Ooh, the last time I was on your stream, I remembered you drawing colorful rocks. Now you're drawing some legumes and a strainer. What a comeback. Hi, Kelly. How are you? If you didn't know, we're working on Gouache Vember prompts, and in Gouache Vember we are following a prompt list which is made by Daria Penta and Cortney Spillane. And so today's prompt is vegetable. So the vegetable that our group has provided is a bean, and I am pairing it with trips from my art retreat in Italy. Well, images from my art retreat in Italy. So that's what you're seeing right now. If you're just joining and you're confused at what I'm doing, everybody is kind of taking their own take on the monthly prompts. That's how we like to roll, because then you are just making it your own. Oh, that was a bit close. They're not very round. Actually, they need to be oval more than round. Some much darker ones over here. How does the gouache differ from other painting styles? Well, it's probably most similar to oil, because you can it reactivates, and you don't have to be as worried about leaving white space like you do with watercolor. It's forgiving in that way, so you can go over your work, your colors, so it's similar to acrylics in that sense. It's water-based. But you're not having to throw away a lot of paint, or it doesn't dry on you because you can reactivate it, so I like that. But you're able to salvage your paints. You don't waste, that's for sure. Okay, let's get some darker colors on, darker greens. We only have 7 minutes left. I may be working a little bit over. This is where things can get a little bit confusing. What bean is under and what bean is over. It's like a puzzle. Maybe I'll lighten the beans that are on the top, and then I can go back in and darken some of the beans. That's not even that much lighter. It's amazing what you think is going to be so much lighter and it isn't. Oh, where did that bean go to? That bean disappeared, so I need to make that bean. Is there a special dough you make for empanadas? Like, are they difficult to make? I think, Maria, you shared a recipe before. Do you make your empanadas, Maria, or do you buy them? Sorry, we're going back to food. Can you tell I'm hungry? need to go much darker in some areas as well. Maria says, of course I make my own empanadas. Maria, if I could send you some empanadas down to Ohio, I would go into Toronto and get them from... Is it called Mucho Empanada? Mucho Empanada. Or Gordo Empanada. I always get confused. Jumbo. See, I wasn't even right any of the times. I think that was easier to determine. Like if you put the light on first, I think that really helped with these beans. And then I just have to go over to the other side and just work on the succulents a little bit. Jumbo empanadas. So just a reminder that if you want to get involved with our state planning throughout next year and get on top of everything, we are meeting with our Hobonichi Club. So that was not a very good advertisement for our Hobonichi Club, but it's a planner organizing monthly club. And Louise and I are opening up to everybody this morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. If you go to my latest post, you should have gotten that in the mail, in your inbox. You can link to the Hobonichi Club through there, or you can go to Louise's Substack and you'll see the link through hers as well. And it's just a friendly way to keep on track. And I think if you're part of a group, it just holds you a little bit more accountable. You don't have to have the Hobonichi planners, but if you have experience with them, we'd love to hear, or any of the planners, we'd love to hear what you think and what works for you. Oh, it's very behind today. Yeah, Maria, what do you fill your empanadas with? I'm sure you guys fill them with similar things. Teresa says, all the food sounds delicious. Hoping you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving filled with family and delicious family recipes. Yes, happy Thanksgiving to you all. If I don't see you tomorrow morning, because I'm sure you will be all, you know, prepping and busy, I will still be joining at the same regular time. I'm sure Melissa will still be having her art hang party in the evening, so if you do want to do a little bit of art, there are options. But yeah, happy Thanksgiving to you all if you celebrate tomorrow. And I will see some of you at 10 a.m. I will see Louise for sure, and whoever can join. The replay will be sent out to anybody who registers. Also, if you are now subscribed to the Hobonichi Club, we will be sending out the replay in a thread. Oh, that's green. Why is there green in my yellow? A lot of green in my yellow. And a little bit of green in the orange doesn't hurt, because that makes it a little bit more of a muted tone. See how muted that becomes? I like that. So we have some darker. I know, I'm looking at the time as well, and we are at time. This is, I could paint brick walls all day though. I do love drawing and painting brick walls. I did a lot of it when I was doing my faux mural art, like trompe-l'oeil mural art. I don't know if I was that good at it, but it was really enjoyable. People wanted all these fake walls, fake like marbling, Italian style marble on their bathroom walls. They wanted it. It was cheaper than obviously going to get marble on their walls, so they were like, sure, you can paint it for me. Yes, I can paint it. Okay, just a couple more breaks and then I am going to say goodbye to you guys, and see some of you later. So this is where you need a dry brush. Woo! Or a brush that flies everywhere. For texture. All right, I'm just going to leave it like that. Oh, Maria says beef, onions, eggs, olives, and raisins. Yum. I think they were they the same ones as we had in Toronto? Melissa, do you remember? With Jen. Maria says Chilena style Pinot empanadas. Nice. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And Reb says, wow, sounds amazing. Thank you so much. They're very loose. There isn't much detail on them. Could probably spend another hour and a half on them, Carolyn. But it was an enjoyable spread, and thank you, Susan, for the image. Created at Clinker says, I have signed up for this morning, but I'll be at work. Will listen in as much as I can. Happy Thanksgiving with friends and family and everyone. Yes, happy Thanksgiving. I will see you, everybody. See you tomorrow morning, and have a really great day, everyone. Bye.